Gaffer, thanks very much for sitting down with us ahead of the Lincoln game. It's been a little while since we've been able to do a presser with all these games in midweek. You've been able to finally have a whole week to prepare for the game on Saturday. How useful has that been?
Yeah, it's been really good. We haven't had a week for a while to do it, and case of sort of recovering some players more than others that have been playing a lot, training the other lads and just managing everyone else's load to make sure that they get what they need this week. But we've had a busy few weeks, so I think everybody needed that just to get going again, and now we're looking forward to our next match.
Having had some time to assess the game at Wigan as well, what was it you liked most about your team's performance?
I thought we apart from a little bit of a slow start, I thought we were very, very good in terms of our pressing. We didn't let them settle at all. That's their game, obviously, to try and play with the ball. And then when we had it, we were dangerous, scored good goals, and had a really strong second half where we controlled the match and managed our lead really, really well, and scored another goal. So it was probably one of our best performances of the season, one of our best wins of the season, definitely. Really good way to finish the festive period.
You mentioned the load on some of the players as well. How impressive was the energy in that Wigan game, especially given the amount of games they played?
It was. I mean, some of them, like Tomoki Iwata, it was his 5th game in 13 days and looked strong, to be fair to him. But I was really pleased with the energy levels of the team in general, because they had a week to prepare. Really, their game was called off, so they were the fresher going into it. But we looked physically strong, and that was really pleasing.
With Alfie's brace in that game, we're one of only 3 teams in the top 4 leagues to have multiple players in double digits for league goals this season. Is it really important that your team spread the goals around instead of just relying on that one person?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's really pleasing to see Jay and Alfie up there. We've had Keshi score goals, Williamson score goals. So we need goal scorers. You know, we can't be in games and be dominating games like we do and not be able to score goals. We need people to be ruthless, and we've got a few players at this moment in time that are really informed, so it's really pleasing.
After the game as well, you singled out Ethan Laird's performance. Of course, he's only recently signed the new contract as well. Do you feel like there's a lot more to come from him?
Yeah, I mean, Ethan's got huge potential. He's still so young. It feels like he's been around for a long time. He's played for a few clubs, but he's still young. He's very fast, powerful, he's got a lot of ability, and he's a really good character as well. So I think there is real room to grow for Ethan. He's had setbacks this season with injury that sort of knocked him a little bit, but now he's starting to build up a bit of momentum, hopefully, so that can really be important for our second half of the season.
This week as well, you were recognised with a Manager of the Month nomination for the results in December. Was that a nice acknowledgement of how good this run has been recently? Yeah,
always. I think, nice to be acknowledged in that way, but for me it's always the sort of, regardless of any external recognition or criticism, it's me looking at it and going, okay, how are we? What kind of a job am I doing? And in the main, I'm happy with the work of myself and my staff, and obviously the players and the wider staff at the club. We're in good shape. We've made a good start to the season now at the halfway point, but it's only going to get harder now. So the challenges are going to grow, and we've got to be ready to meet them.
In terms of injury news, of course, Chris Bielik and Jay Stansfield missed out last week. How are they looking?
Yeah, so they're both, day by day still. It's they're niggles more than anything else. They're not long-term injuries, but both would be doubtful for the weekend.
What's the outlook on Keshi Anderson and Emil Hansen as well? Could they be slightly longer, do you think?
Yeah, they'll be. Keshi again is not a long one, but he's sort of very doubtful for this weekend. But Emil's a little bit longer than that.
And with Alphonse Samsted as well, where does he sort of stand at the moment? Is he back available?
Yep, back available. Been training now for a good couple of weeks. Just hasn't been featured in the squads, but available. Trained well, trained hard, and ready to go.
Just finally on injuries with Lee Buchanan, he provided a bit of an update on his successful surgery this week. Is that one where the squad and the staff all has to rally around him at the moment?
Yeah, I think we've done that. I mean, it's a awful situation to come back and be out for so long, but Lee's handled it really well. He's hasn't fazed him too much from what I can see. He's taken it in his stride the best you can in really difficult circumstances, and as I said to Lee, we'll support him through it all, and the plan is that he comes back stronger from it, which I'm sure he will do. So yeah, there'll be ups and downs and hard times for him now in the months ahead, but each day is a day closer to him getting back to playing again, so we'll support him with that.
Looking at the Lincoln game itself, it was a very good performance when we last played them back in the league in October. Are you expecting a different type of game on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, I still think it'll be a tough match. I think they'll be quite physical, direct in their style from that game and watching them at other games as well. So they can play back four or back five. They've probably come up with a specific plan against us as well. So no, I'm looking forward to the match. I think it will be a good match.
Just finally, it's then another tight turnaround to Swindon on Tuesday. Do you expect to have to do a little bit more rotating and get more of the lads some minutes?
Yeah, absolutely. I think these opportunities now with these cup games, obviously the same players can't play every minute of every game. So there's others that have been waiting patiently for opportunities to play. And you know, these could be opportunities for them in the next week or so. But whatever team that goes out there is a team that's good enough and strong enough and with the ambition to win.
Gaffer, thank you very much.
Thank you.